Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Curious George Blasts Off from 2015. So let's get started. Professor Wiseman invited George and his friend the man with the yellow hat to visit her at the Space Center. Professor E and Professor Pizza needed help, and she thought they might be able to lend her a hand. How can we help? Asked the man. The scientists began to brief the man on his mission to restock the space station. Food surprise. The astronauts on the station had discovered they had only one peanut left to eat. The man with the yellow hat was planning to ride a space shuttle up through Earth's atmosphere into space. He would enter orbit around Earth and pass near the space station in order to make his delivery. Of course, George was disappointed he wouldn't be able to come along. But in order for the man to release the surprise, he needed to be able to push 4 buttons at the same time. The man only had 2 hands. He couldn't do that, but a monkey could. George was thrilled to help. The hungry scientists on the space station would soon have more than one peanut to eat. George would also deliver some new surprise to help them with scientific experiment. You must launch the payload at exactly the right moment, Professor E said to George. George nodded. He would have to listen to instructions carefully. Liftoff was a success, but then George wanted to look at the surprise. He took them out to play, but he couldn't get them back inside quickly enough. George missed the payload launch. He passed right by the space station without setting the surprise. George would have to orbit Earth one more time. George, you have enough fuel for only one more orbit. You have to get the surprise back in their container. The next time you pass the station will be the last chance. Then we'll have to bring you home, warned Professor Wiseman. George was used to cleaning his room. It was good Patrick for cleaning up the mess in the spaceship. He was ready in time to launch the surprise. Hooray, they made it to the space station. George had one more task to complete. He had made it back to ground safely. To do this, the shuttle had to re-enter Earth atmosphere at the right moment. It was a good thing George listened to instructions. This time, he pulled the lever that controlled the ship's direction. He could now land the ship back at the Space Center. His friend congratulated him on a successful mission. George had blasts going to outer space. He wouldn't wait to do it again. Or he couldn't wait to do it again. So that was Curious George Blasts Off from 2015. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.